Okay, I'm finally getting to it. I was watching a friend who's with a friend, and he was rolling for quite a while, and then and then there was some sort of glitch. It seems like, and then he was already rolling again. So I don't know if some of the people that I was chatting with in his chat might feel like, what's this purple one? I don't know. I don't see the flavor listed either. I thought I did on the other one. That's weird. Um, might feel like, okay, time to watch something else. Let's check out this guy we've been chatting with. I'm not sure, but um, I'm just quickly looking to see, and I'm not seeing.
This holiday, our maitre chocolatier.
Um, that reminds me, actually, I have. Well, I can go a little past 12, maybe. I went up later in the day, and I don't want to be too caffeinated or sugared up to enjoy it. But I mean, a rest is nice anyway. But Canada Drive Feminist. Okay, cool. And Red Travis was from Heaven, as Wife says. Anywho, um, um, so yeah, I'm not sure if I want more coffee. I guess I'll see what my throat feels like and how long this is. Because right now I'm all right. Um, I know not long ago I had some tea, and I hardly ever drink tea. And there's still sugar, but there's usually less caffeine. So I might do that. And I'm also thinking I should have lunch soon. Uh, both a little bit of confusion in the other podcast, and then all the distractions. It's amazing that I'm even here doing this. Oh, is he okay? Wait a minute. Is he still alive? Yeah. Okay. Really? And that's weird. I didn't click that today, or maybe I scrolled past it and it was a video that had already wrapped up. What I'm looking for? No. Okay, so that's. Let me just check something. How do I do it? Ooh. I also want to make sure that I was pretty sure I did, but I meant to verify and then was so distracted by my friend Rock. Yes, that's his name. Rock and roll. Kind of like rock and roll. Come to think of it. Rock and rollin'. Rock and roll. How did I not realize that at the moment? I'm just curious to see how many came back. Barely just came out. What? Nah, I get it, but I'm seeing it different. $4 really? Okay, I gotta remember that I am rolling though, so sometimes my focus is better than other times. Sometimes the videos are better than my other ones. It varies, but I'm pretty consistent, I think. Not necessarily at what time I always post. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly look at this. And it shows that. And then I do this, and then I do this. Yeah, that's him. Right, Vincenzo. Now, is it just because I had to process? No, the most recent live was a month ago. I don't know what that scroller is so high up. But yeah, I'm really glad that my bro is very laid back. I mean, he's distracted and he's, very grounded in what he's doing. But yeah, he's very laid back and, you know, happy to have me there helping, even though I'm not his only mod and, you know, may not be understanding everything I'm saying, but seems to understand both and at least be happy to have me there. And that's really nice. And I appreciate that, Rocky, if you see this. Um, really? Okay. I mean, because he's got, oh, really? Huh. And that's interesting. So there was, oh, thanks for the like. There was a person in my friend's chat. The YouTube channel name was a little bit different, but some of them are, or a little bit kind of odd, is I guess what I meant. Um, but um, he called him a noob. I thought that was just a way that guys sometimes I don't know remember exactly what it means, but and was calling him skinny. And I mean he's doing this thing where he's not eating as much right now and yet still looks strong and pretty good shape. And but I think it's important to eat, and I'm actually thinking I should have my lunch soon. Um, um, but anyway, yeah, it's interesting. Like the guy said about five or six things, and I think I saw 4 or 5 of them. And the user of the channel uh, deleted the comments that this person put. And I'm focusing on this now, but I wasn't really thinking much of them. But you can't, you know, that's what he felt he should do. That's what he felt he should do. But it's just interesting. It's interesting to see that he did that. So we don't have anybody here yet. I'm still distracted. It's a kind of, although there's nothing much happening here at the time, then there's nothing much happening here. Um, um, but it's only because he started rolling again. Otherwise, I'd probably be a bit more focused. But let me see if I mean, some of it's kind of thing I would say, but my friend, he just said things so beautifully about like diversity and acceptance and um, culture and stuff. And you know, I think that's how I would define it. Um, and so I figured out a way to kind of let him know of this because he's below and I figured he might want to. But I had it loaded up on my cell phone because I still had it open. I was watching something on. This one has ended. Um, um, yeah, so basically, and I had it kind of in the spot, and even like 15 minutes before I came to do this one, I looked and it was able to kind of play, um, and I had randomly put it in put a put uh, selected a spot, and it was actually pretty close to I think where I wanted to be, just before, just after, or yeah, just right on. Okay, and then there was some sort of glitch, and now I'm not really sure. I'm not sure if people read the videos afterwards, or if it's a processing thing, or what it is. But anyway, I'm just kind of looking quickly as I do this, and then we can do some music and chat and all that stuff. I'm just looking at my other tab here for a moment because it does look like my friend who decided to re-roll, who is with a friend, re-roll, maybe is having a connection issue suddenly. I mean, they haven't moved the apparatus or where they are. I mean, the same barn is still in the background, and they haven't. So I'm not really sure, either that or his phone died. I'm not really sure what's going on there, but it doesn't look like much. So maybe some of them will pop in over here for a bit. And either way, and there was somebody very briefly there. Oh no, you're there. Okay, cool. Either way, I've got the chat on, and let's do this. So let me just remind myself. Whoops, accidentally almost ended it. Let me. Great points and said so well. So yeah, Vin. You go by Vin, but your full name is Vincenzo, which is also cool. If you, which I believe is the one for trade roses, but for some reason it seems to be rolling off the tongue differently. But no, Vincenzo. I think that's how you say it. Anywho, it's a fairly common Italian name. Come to think of it, I eat like one, but I mean, not to be rude or stereotype or whatever, but I might have some Italian in me, but I don't think so. Anyway, but if you see this, feel free to type out some of the things that you remember yourself saying, or some of your main points, kind of that were on that topic, in the chat or in the comments. They're worthy of people hearing. I mean, most people agree and live that way as well, and they may not use the exact same words, but still, but it's still, it's a great reminder. It's a lovely type of thing to read and hear, and so I will see if I can, it might just randomly come up, but otherwise, yeah, if you see this, I would love it if you could put them in the comments. um and then I like how I put that. Kind of tried something a little new there, but once it twice it looks like it works. Let's enjoy some time together. No, I don't have much filter. Um, in my rambling in chat, but uh, love and kindness and communication is key. Empathize, and let's do this. Let's rock and roll. Um, and yeah, okay. And then there's a couple other things I might touch on depending on if anybody familiar tunes in. Um, so, in the meantime, um, I only had a couple pieces, not huge pieces of pizza at 8-ish, because pizza is one of those foods that I feel, and lots of people feel, can be any time of day. It wasn't restaurant pizza, which I feel is better, but it was still okay. It was one I made last night and almost burnt a side of. Um, and then yeah, it's like it's a mix of, I'm not hugely hungry, and some stuff I'm trying to use up I'm kind of bored of. I think that's what it is. There's this chickpea salad mix thing. It's pretty good. I got it from Amber and it was already good, but I've been eating it feeling fine. But it's really, I think a lot of moistures came out of the chickpeas, or I don't know. It's just really, it looks extra soft. I don't know, but I did eat it. I did still have some, even though usually that would be really if we didn't take a chance, but maybe not since recently. But I kind of just spooned it out carefully, and and had some. But yeah, I do think that I prefer chickpeas in the form of hummus or just jerks. but uh, but and again with this no filter thing, if something you don't like something here, just look past it or don't watch. Um, but anyway, and then I've been kind of eating salad. I almost got at the same thing I got the other one from. I almost got the smallest head of lettuce that is, that I've ever seen. I guess it's called a microgreen. But and I could have, but then they were good thing I'm doing for some reason. And I was the last one in the slot for that week anyway. But um, I got those marks lines on my two fingers again, especially this one. I've noticed that a couple times recently. It's weird. I don't know what it means. I think I looked that up or I just before and asked. But anyway, I didn't get it. Then decided to get some from the grocery store, but I found one that was like not huge, but not that small. And I used to eat more salads, but first of all, it's one of those foods that especially is yucky when it goes yucky. But I used to eat more, and I'm thinking if I mix the two, it might be all right. I know I could mash the chickpeas a bit, but they've probably gotten quite a bit softer now anyway. But so that's what I was going to have. Um, but I think it's a mix of, like I say, I'm not super hungry, and it's only practically right on noon, and also like kind of I don't want that, but I want to use it up. I want to get it out of the fridge, and not term I would say use makes sense or eat up, but and I'm not really sure what else we have. We have to get groceries soon, and the other thing I'm kind of thinking of. Do probably look at making a little pasta, but willing to get that stuff that is what I was planning to make for dinner. So yeah, usually I don't drink coffee much past noon until the evening, and I did drink, not a huge cup, but most of a cup, which I don't know if I showed it on the screen, if you'd be able to kind of tell the size of it very well, but not big, not small. It's the best way that I can say it. Let me just see for a moment here. Oh, it looks like it's that. No, it doesn't look like it. Let me reload. No, and it's weird. Anyway, so but yeah, so if I'd done it right away, it's one of those things. And I mean, was happy to be there chatting. He was kind of focused on what he was doing. He was kind of well, actually, he wasn't talking that much with his friend that I noticed. And I was chatting with people in chat, but chapstick if you're curious, chapstick if you're not. But yeah, see that one says blueberry. Anyway, I think it really doesn't taste like it. Anyway, what was I gonna say? But I was just enjoying watching and chatting, and let so much time go by that then yeah, now that video, I don't know if he privatized it because he wants to review it first and whatever, um, or if it's just taking some time to completely be available after rolling live. It's true. Maybe it has been a month since I've seen him because it said his previous one it had been a month ago. I didn't think it had been that long, but maybe it has. Anyway, so it's cool and that you're getting to see me um, on the other side of things, and hopefully we'll enjoy it. But I kind of touched on that. Um, Nobody's here yet right now, but that's also true. He might tune in. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if he's available to or not, but and I'm pretty sure that I have chat to display afterwards. Okay, cool. I can even set those settings while rolling. How lovely. Um, I don't know why we'd have live reactions turned off. Participant mode. Um, I like it being over the, because you can meet some cool people that way. Um, Setting it to subscribers means you have to wait to comment, and sometimes it can feel like a long time when you really want to say something, and patience can be hard. But I mean, I don't know. I don't want to force anyone to subscribe until they want to, until that, cause I want to let them, you know, get comfortable. I mean, it shouldn't take long, but if they want to chat first and then decide, I mean, that's fine with me. But yeah, I think they should be comfortable pretty quickly. But okay, didn't look like it was quite as many as I mean, but okay, I was able to kind of look at a couple of different sections. Yeah, that guy. Uh, I came outside. He didn't really look behind him and excited. But you should watch for what I'm hoping to get payment. Um, okay, so um, and that's what I was going to start with. I mean, and then figured by the time we got into that, there'd be some people here chatting. It may have still been happening if I'd been able to make it happen. People here chatting, and then we could go from there and possibly do some songs and such and such. Lots of people eat on stream, so um, you know, not that much different than eating around someone as long as you're not trying to talk with your mouth full. So I don't know. I might see about getting something to eat. I do, I don't. I understand sometimes it's religious reasons or whatever, but I don't really understand fasting, and I don't think it's really all that healthy. I mean, if people want to say that Jesus, did it, well, but they're not Jesus. They may be godly or and that, but they're not Jesus, and maybe he had special abilities too. I mean, yeah, there's almost people, but they usually have some people buying the meals. Yeah, there's um, impoverished people, and you can live a while, you can live on little, um, but but I and I mean, my friend looks quite healthy still, but I would say that it's not a great thing to do. But also, even so many of us are raised on having 3 meals a day, and then maybe munchies in between or whatever. But there is a part of me that thinks don't eat if you're not hungry, though. But then again, a lot of people have such a busy life that if they didn't, eat at kind of their usual times, although some people it varies, then they might not get meals in and or the meals in, which I mentioned in one of my other recent ones, and it's important to feel so. But the more I'm thinking about it, the more I kind of am hungry, so I might do that. Um, so let's go to the kitchen. I think I do though. Oh baby. Don't mind. Not never mind. You know, doing those fitness things my friend does. I can barely get off the couch. Just kidding. Just kidding. But I am older. I am older, and I do have some health difficulties. So I mean, we all have different abilities, but and I was slightly exaggerating too. But I mean, sometimes I tell you, especially if you've been sitting for a while. Um, but my I'm still fairly active in my business ability. I was thinking I might bring the dog down when I'm playing music because I can give him something to like bounce off with, and if I'm playing music, he's more likely to just be relaxed. And I wish this stuff wasn't so runny, and then didn't thaw out so quickly. Why did I put that over there? I'm pretty sure I did. Pretty sure, but not entirely sure. do that. Yeah, I don't know if she's asking what did she eat today because she's looking for inspiration or because I guess she's just curious, but usually it's nothing hugely fancy. I mean, this has been some nice stuff for the past, and unfortunately, it's not stuff that G and the GNC, the person in the home really likes. So yeah. So I probably have lots of cheese on my dinner tonight. Kind of want to get one of those in the shred. So we bought a couple others that I thought I looked like. I don't remember having them, so I don't know where they are. Oh, that's one of them. This one too. And that's tonight's. Although I might add some other pasta to it. Two of those. Jesus, even that. Okay. I was thinking about the other day, I don't know if it's any of them, I haven't seen it that often, so maybe it is, to have a painting or a piece of art in your kitchen. But then another couple, and if you're an artist or an art appreciator of art, I guess you might. So I think I thought no on cheese. And as far as yogurts, what's this one? What's that mango one? Pumpkin. Or pumpkin cinnamon. Pumpkin and spicy. I don't know whether I'd like that or not. I might. And I don't know if I should freeze these or not. Like I said the other day, they're pretty. Oh. No, never mind. I'm seeing that wrong. They're pretty. Oh. And as far as so, yeah, like I say, the main idea of this kind of was depicted by, as I mentioned, but if Ben is still watching this or skips ahead and doesn't realize, I want you to know that you're awesome. And I appreciate kindness and making me mod again as well. And looking good, sounding good, and I'm also musical. So, yeah. And, a lot of people are, but we also all have our unique styles and sounds and interests, in music, even if there's a lot of similarities. So I think that's really cool. In fact, I know it is. Now, speaking of kind of neat and cool, and he was asking about this the other day, not Vin, she was asking about the other day. He said there's hardly anything left in here, but there's some spices left from these olives. So I'm going to make a little salad with it. I'm just trying to decide would I rather have that tonight. Yes, because I think I'm going to put this in the wrap, whereas this will be for the salad. So I'll use it tonight. And the other thing, the garlic. I can't remember because it wasn't garlic. I was like, well then, how could it be garlicky? No, I think it was the garlic mayo maybe, and mustard. That was a really nice salad dressing. Keep me everywhere. So, what's kind of cool about making these kind of wraps like this, and that was just something that I think spilled on the bag. Is I can kind of, I don't want to take too much since I'm going to have some later, like I mentioned. I ate salad, I've been eating it for a few days, and it's like, I'm not a huge meat eater though, so you'd think, and I think it's can live vegan too, so go the fitness one, and others too. But you'd think that I eat a lot more vegetables than I do, but I don't fast. I used to eat a lot of carbs and stuff. I think there's enough moisture there, although. Use this one. Kind of funny how they don't put this. I think I am going to put some butter there. I think it's later if I'm going to watch a movie. All I have to say is start talking about movies now. People will love it, like you do. Like you did the other day. I know the dog wasn't home, but probably gone. Oh, he wanted me out of the way. But, I think I did one, and he was up there then, and then I was watching that one, and he's been up there for a while, so I really should let him know. Maybe if I'm eating, also, he will be more focused on my eating than, I think it has a sauce. That's the thing. Than anything else. Not really doing much until, like, first week in December, so, like, for about a week, I guess that is. Because it's the 24th now? Almost exactly, I would say. I do want to pantry some of those, I think. See what that's like. I'm going to have cheese. Oh, there's somebody briefly there, but I'm going to have cheese with dinner, so I don't know if I want to have it now as well. So I think it'll be a salad, chickpea, herb, carrot wrap with a bit of yogurt, maybe. Okay, that's the one. You'll make it a late lunch, especially because it's Monday. The only thing is that now I'm kind of wondering, do I want to crisp both sides? That'd probably be too crispy. See, cheese would help it stick and stay closed, it's true. I also want to... That's pretty crispy. I want to let it cool off so I can hold it. Well. I'll spread this out a bit more. Plus to cover the chickpeas a little bit so they're not so noticeable. Kind of had it like half and half. Anyway, I can cover there. Right on the back you go. Okay, but I'm gonna go get the dog. I feel bad. Also, it's in there with him. Okay, he's just upstairs in a room, so I wouldn't be distracted, getting in trouble because he gets noisy sometimes in the podcast. He wants to be part of it. Can you blame him, really? But it's distracting. one of these. So I can kind of see it from inside. But okay. That actually crisped up nice and quickly too. I think I'm going to put a bit of mustard on the side, one side. I've also found that it's good with pasta. I'm just realizing though that's vanilla yogurt. I don't know how it's going to go with that, but it's there now. So, okay, can I carry everything in one trip? Possibly, maybe, possibly. See, it's a good thing we're in. And I believe I have some napkins out there. Ooh, yeah, that didn't work. It fell from my arm and got under my foot. Alrighty. Something else I can't remember. Nobody's here right now, and so I will just make a mess. Because of the, it doesn't seem to show that much on the screen. I don't think it does. I don't really eat a lot of yogurt, but get back into it, but then I stopped for a little bit, a few days, whatever, but that could be my flavor, but of course I need some salt. Of course, just a little. It didn't seem like a little, but it didn't seem like there was much coming out at first. But yeah, the yogurt, and then I guess it also got right for kind of warm-ish, probably not warmer. But with the lettuce, I don't think I should put it in the microwave. Oh, I guess I go with the sauces anyway. True, it kind of does it when you have both, right? But it's not the type of wrap that you can fold and have like a bottom on it. Although sometimes it's still not perfect. It's more so that I see it. I didn't notice it on the camera. I should watch this though because. Wait, did you go back upstairs? After being here for so long? Actually, 1 minute. But, really? Yeah. I'm doing need somebody else at home, so people think, oh, he's got somebody else there. Much. I'm going to try and foil it so it kind of does have a close corner though. So, yeah. it really been 40 minutes already? Wow. Water's not the same. Water doesn't have the same thing. Yeah, really. Like, see, today I'm eating healthy enough that I don't think I should need to look at vitamins. Good boy, huh? I guess you must have been playing with it upstairs too. In fact, I could actually say that needs a bit more salt. I'm very salty. What can I say? That does remind me of something, but and I think he'd be fine with it too, to be honest. But again, I should ask. Yeah, I was posted, but I should ask. Plus, I don't know. I don't know if that would be a good one to play. But there was some very interesting kind of things that came up, and I sort of want to. So I'll give this another maybe 25 minutes or so. And then I'm gonna wrap up. So if you call me at the same time I called. Yeah, I might have missed. I mean, I was watching pretty close, but I may have missed something in my one friend's stream. And let's see, I don't feel like I go to conversation. Plus, I am using a spoon, but I'm also kind of eating with my hands here, and that's a little messy. So, what is in there? Playing with his ball. I almost bragged that because I was one of the people he was talking to. So I know that it would feel like more engagement than this. I just almost would rather. I might from later today too, though. I want to try and process those singers again, maybe, and see if what was I saying? I don't know. What was I saying? It's just my health condition. Even when maybe certain things irritate them more, or it gets the stuff out. I don't know if I could freeze the rest of that. I almost want to. That's what I mean. You know, it's working home. I almost want to get the rest of them. What? I mean, the week after. They're making okay bread too. Something of it. Okay. So, so, so. Hey, how are you, silly? How are you, silly? You're just alright. Not necessarily a how, it's just you're alright. Well, yeah, when his other card up, but I guess maybe he said he was going to. He said something about I may go later and hope it's still hot out. There was a word missing in his comment. It sounds like he was going to go outside somewhere, Zion. So, out of curiosity, well, it wasn't recently, or it's not showing in the right order, or it's a different handle, because I'll tell you why. Somebody just goes by S. S, if you see this far in, please introduce yourself. Yeah, I thought he'd done it today. Maybe he didn't do it today, but still, I haven't known about rock for that long. I've known about rock and roll, but not about the guiding. Which, of course, is yeah, okay. That's okay. I shouldn't go browsing these though because that's weird. I see. They're giving me the CO. That's a lot. How much he's come alive since his debut. That's like unique. No, I don't. I don't understand that. And what's really strange is I'm not even seeing the usual options, and it's really annoying me. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up. This has been too quiet. Talk to you later. Bye.